Hello YouTube, it's Team Endgame here, bringing you a box opening of Zoo. What is what?
The Awakening Zoo.
It says GB. What is this now?
I'm sure it should be the Awakening of
It's
Zoo.
VGE-G-EB02.
What he said. We have 12 boxes because we have
Vanguard era G extra booster 02.
Nice.
That's what I'm assuming that is.
Yeah. It's full.
Half 11.
It's half 11. So
tired.
it's full of green things. So it's good for us.
I want the ZR. That's all. I just want to see it. I want to see one in person. And touch it.
I don't think they exist. It's a lie.
I've heard rumors.
You will have a ZR or two in the next set. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but that's next set. that's not a PG one. That's just a
Anyway, pick your row.
Just give me whatever.
Doesn't matter.
I'm so tired by this point. Yeah, he's already got rid of all the apple.
Do something while you guys were playing for an hour.
Oh yay! I got a cat. Woo!
Yeah, for double.
Super Honorary Professor Militia Noir. Okay, so GB2, Counterblast 1, choose 3 cards from your hand, discard them, end of the battle this unit attacked. If you have a heart with Honorary Professor in its card name, you've had the cost. If you do, put this into your Zero face up, choose up to 1 grade 3 with Honorary Professor in your hand, while it stand. If you rogue, choose all of your rear guards and they have 4 hits in the turn, retire. End of the turn, retire all rear guards. Can you stop chucking cards? Oh my god. What? What? I'm not opening something for a while.
Nope.
Okay, so
That's carry on.
that's kind of cool. Yeah, obviously you have to abuse a break ride with that.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a wombo combo stride.
Let me know what you want me to take over for one.
The okay, amazing Professor Big Gully, the new stride break, I believe. Success of 20,000.
That wasn't SP. It wasn't the fight.
No, right, look, after my fucking atrocious pulls in try 3, I'm happy to see one this early.
How many did you get in try 3?
2.
Okay,
What is
how many
it?
have you got so far?
1.
Well, then don't get too excited.
What is it? Just a triple.
It's
Yeah.
blue.
Okay, so I don't know why you're screaming about. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, or when your G unit strides, choose 1 card from your hand, call it to rear guard, and it gets 4 cage in the turn. If you call a card, at the end of the turn, draw a card, retire that unit. So, as you rightfully said, it's like cool, go, which is cool. And once per turn, on the Vanguard or rear guard, as a general unit, on GB1 I can counterblast one at the end of the battle, attack the Vanguard, and it's successful, do just when you rear guard standing, it's 4k.
Is
So
that
it's like a little
no, it's extra.
crayon tiger built into it.
Extra resist.
Yes, extras.
Um,
Extras be extras.
Other than that, the standard build trigger of Vanish itself when you use G-Guard to unflip for soul charge. You've got the Honorary Professor grade 3, which is choose 1 or more cards raise your hand, discard them, okay, so it's just choose 1 or more cards to grade 3 or rest of your hand, discard them. With this place on Vanguard to do such 2 cards with Honorary Professor in their different card names. Wow.
Yeah, and then you ride.
Okay, so yeah, and then go to your hand and shuffle. No, you don't. You just put them to your hand and shuffle your deck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a grade 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the new stride
Oh,
goes
G-EB02.
with it.
And then you stride with the Honorary Professor. If you do such
got
a
three.
Hang on, that's a
grade 2
really
card, put it as your heart.
3 Princess Spec extra.
Dark face crit.
Oh, so it corrects your ride and it helps search out 2.
Yeah, it's because
You plus like 3 grade 2 grade 3.
no, but when you get that one,
Yeah.
then that's what it's for, because that makes you ride one from hand, and then if you ride the one of the whole I re-ride stride,
And
that if you, basically because you correct yourself to go break ride,
Yeah.
then you will break ride with the new one which discards one to stride when you ride on it, you discard one to stride. So then that's why they call attack keys, because you get multiple attacks. Because you go, my Vanguard swings, I re-ride, I break ride, I have 4k everywhere, I re-stride into something, and you can keep rinse repeat if you have enough grade 3s in your hand. You basically get a restand of Vanguard on stride.
Okay. It's a standard once per turn. Binoculars Tiger or whatever. It's like 4k, and GB1 and Counterblast when my Vanguard big its card name. if I have Big Belly, and choose one of your other rear guards, it gets 4k into the turn, draw a card, and so you can get an extra, give it something an extra 4k.
That should be done.
I think he's done.
Yeah, it
You
doesn't. Yeah.
It's basically on my upgraded Binoculars Tiger.
Well, it is and it isn't.
It is, because it's exactly the same as Binoculars Tiger. But you have a GB1 skill attached to it.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's alright.
I can do my cards now. New grade 3
Hang on to the machine.
Lantana Musketeer Rosetta. When your G unit with Musketeer in its original card named Stride, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck, call 1 card with Musketeer to the rear guard, shuffle your deck. So no counterblast, very good strike break.
That's one.
And as a continuous
Hey, so
Vanguard
far everyone's
skill,
got one, alright?
GB1, you may pay the cost of Counterblast 1 and choose 2 normal units from Musketeer in their card names from a drop zone, put them to the bottom of your deck in any order, as the cost for Stride for a Musketeer with
Got the machine.
Stride with Musketeer in its card name, which is very, very good. New Musketeer Stride is
Are they worse
made
than
with
this one?
Musketeer Captain
So good.
Virginia
Mikey, read
Cecilia.
that. Read that.
She has a skill of Counterblast 1 and choose a face down card with the same name as this card from the G zone to the face up. Choose up to 5 of your rear guards and retire them. Look up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Call up to the same number of cards from Musketeer in their card names as the number that you retired on the rear guard. Call them to separate rear guards and they get free K until the end of the turn for each face up.
You know,
Cards in your G zone
strikes
with
to stop
Musketeer.
your Vanguard. 8! Not 4, we've upgraded.
Yuri pulled me Ranunculus of Phantasmic Blue Archer. So I've actually got one, which is very good.
Alright,
Yep.
I got 2!
Oh, he's got 2 GRs, for fuck's sake.
That's all I care about.
At the beginning of your ride phase, choose up to 1 card each from your circle other than the Vanguard and your drop zone. Put them to the bottom of the deck in any order. If you put 2 cards, draw a card, choose up to 1 card from your hand and call out the rear guard.
It's not when you're going straight away, it's when you're going to lose.
And then second, when you key unit Stride, Counterblast 1. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 normal unit with Bloom ability, call it to the rear guard, shuffle your deck, and if the number of units the same name as that unit is 2 or more, counter charge and soul charge 1. So new Arsha is good because she doesn't require a card on the field to copy. She also pulls Bloom cards, refills your Counterblast and soul for the cost skills. However, she does not have Bloom herself, which is mildly annoying. Collective Blooming Maiden Kira. Grade 2 Bloom unit. If you have Vanguard with Ranunculus in its card name, or the Bloom ability, this gets 1k and continuous resist. And its Bloom skill is once per turn on the rear guard at GB1. When your other unit with the same name as this unit is placed on the rear guard, at the end of until the end of the turn, this gets 10k and boost. So,
It's probably the first time I actually finished before you guys in boxes.
and you already got me
cards
Musketeer heal trigger, all that stuff.
Oh, now to start. Pressing mutant deity machine in Despot. Counterblast 1, choose a face down card from G-Zone, turn it face up, heart card with machining, choose the same number of your units as the same number of cards in your G-Zone with machining in their card name. And stand them, your opponent chooses 2 of his rear guards for each unit stand, and they cannot stand during your opponent's each of his or her units for each stand, they cannot stand during the next phase. It's a really weird ruling because it just says for each unit stand. Doesn't say like each unit stand by the skill, so
I don't know.
but you basically just say their Vanguard and something else. Look, most of the time I see it. Is that not? That's not that. Got the bugs up top. Poison Sickle Mutant Deity Overwhelm. It's a GR. Counterblast 1. Choose the card from the G-Zone to the face up. Draw the same number of cards as the number of your opponent's rest rear guards. And if the number of your opponent's rest rear guards is 1 or less, this unit gets +1 crit, +1 drive, and Dark Device on GB3. All of your units get 2k for each face up card in your opponent's damage zone. Then there's Evil Governor Dark Face Ghidorah. Counterblast 1 wins this place on Vanguard or you Stride. Choose a column, and your opponent cannot call cards to the rear guard in that column during the next turn. And Soul Blast 1, at the beginning of your ride phase, GB1, you may pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses a face up card, moves to the damage zone, turns it face down, and uses counter charge 1. Then there's Machining Atlas. This is what happens when you just backlog. Counter Blast 1, that's my Count +1 with your G stride into machining. Pay the cost, choose 2 grade 1 or greater cards from your soul, call them separate rear guards at rest. And then GB2, at the end of your turn, choose up to 2 cards in total of machining a card name from your rear guard in hand and put them into your soul. If you put 1 or more cards, draw a card. If you put 2, counter charge. So use it with the new stride, and then you just keep going in and out, shaking it all about. And I've got it in SP. And I've got it 5 times now, so please stop it.
It's a double, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's, unflipping machining crit thingy.
60.
Oh, great, 2 at the same time. It's new, not Ghidorah Darkface.
It's not old, it's new.
Counter +1, Soul Blast is new. Counter +1, Soul Blast 1, when it's displayed on Vanguard, rear guard pay the cost. If you do, choose a column, rest all opponent rear guards in that column, and they cannot stand during the next stand phase. Then Dark Defiance, during the battle, the unit attacks a Vanguard, it gets plus 10k and your opponent cannot intercept. It says 2 of them. Yes! And then there's the machining, oh no, it's the Adherence Mutant Black Evil.
Oh, if I can put in mine too quickly.
Placed on guard to perfect guard, a Dark Defiance card. Choose 2 of it from your drop zone, bind them, you get to draw a card, counter charge 1 or soul charge 1. So it basically replaces the unflip that you're currently using, and that's just... Damn it! They're all caught up.
I got Seeding Maiden Tyranny, which is the new Sentinel for Neonectar. Placed on the Guardian Circle, I can only guard a ranunculus unit. Mildly annoying, but it has Bloom. When your unit with the same name as this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, I can bind this card face up from the drop zone. If I do, choose a card with the Bloom ability from my deck and return to my hand. Bug PG.
Okay, my PG's the choose one of our units, you can't be hit, so it's good. And GB1 Soul Blast, when it's retired from rear guard or Guardian Circle, if I have Vanguard, big its card name and play does do draw a card and unflip one. Just kinda nifty.
You're shaking your head at the lack of good stuff you've got.
Or the multiple shitty things that you explore.
Leave my machines alone. It's a double.
It's more so the...
It's like 5 ending.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, has no one else got a GR?
I've got it, yeah. So, Ominous Dragon Balloon.
Well, you haven't got your GR.
I call it what?
No, I'm just thinking about box ratios and stuff.
So, once per turn, I can add
they're extra.
Soul Blast 1, choose a face down unit from my G's until it face up. So
reprints and SP's extra.
So I can flip
SPs
up.
are reprints.
So I can flip up anything. Choose all my units in the front row until the end of the turn. They get once per turn. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, draw a card, and 4k for each face-up card in my G zone. At the end of the turn, then retire those units. So my front row will just go 4k, massive boost based on the amount of G units I have face-up. And if they hit, I draw a card.
It says, yeah, and you have to use the mango.
It's useful. Okay, stop pulling my machines. That's all my grade 3s and 4s now. Just give me a trigger and then stop pulling myself.
Just doubles. Doesn't matter. It only matters to Aaron because he's not getting anything.
No, isn't he? Here's another mega colony. Have you even pulled that yet? What is it?
What is it?
No.
Yeah, 3! Oh my god. I didn't think I would get 3. Oh, you guys are so nice.
Yeah, he's pulled more big billies.
You got 1 so far, right?
Why has Aaron got none or something?
Aaron, what's your GR called?
Spell Hamina.
The girl will cheer you up.
Yes.
It's
I swear I showed you that last week. Flower Princess of 4 Seasons, Velhamina is the Neonectar GR. Count +1, choose a face down card on your G zone to make face up. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 grade 2 or less normal units with the Bloom ability and the same card names. Call them to separate regals on the front row and back row. Shuffle your deck. And at GB4, all the rear guards in the front row get 5k in a crit.
Stop it.
Which is actually good.
GB4,
no more doubles.
But continuous, so if you replenish your front row, they'll get organically as well.
That's the third!
Are they triples?
No,
The GLs.
What?
That's literally all you need! Oh, it's so good.
I don't know about my one. I think I might need 2.
You need
Typical
2.
thing.
You need 2/3.
Yay!
I need 3.
Yours is good, mate, just because it gives the power and the on-hit draw. So first stride, you can.
Yeah, I think it's nice as a first stride.
Whereas first and then late game, because it's just front row get power.
Yeah, but you just use Big Belly to give a specific unit that's probably got resist.
Yeah,
and
but
ridiculous amount of power, and then you just Crown Tiger it back up again.
that's if you get Crown Tiger.
Fuck. Go away, doubles.
Yeah, that's my last triple.
Here you go, mate.
Stop it! I've had enough of these doubles.
What have you done? Mother. I had like 2 boxes on Aaron, and it just goes like a machine.
Nice to know I got shafted again.
Yeah, about to say, Aaron, you're so adamant on getting blue Astra. How many have you got?
2.
That's my
Suck
fourth
on the
heal.
reprints.
Yay. Crit.
Wait, so reprints count as.
No, I think you're right. I think they're extra in these.
Good.
I thought they were. So far, 1 SP, and it's mine.
Have another Ocelot.
Again.
Aww.
That's my 4th. Okay.
Aww. I was hoping you would get more than.
Fuck you, Yuri.
I only wanted him to get 2 again, so I would laugh.
I've got the GR to hunt for this time.
I'm getting
But I
shafted
wasn't
on.
expecting to get
Oh,
there.
I'm getting fucked.
Hey, Mank's only got 2 big belly now.
I've only got 2 Big Belly and 2. Sorry, yeah, I've got 3 Big Belly, and I've got 2 of the Perfect Guard. But 3 and 3 for triple.
Yeah, nothing machine.
Okay.
Yeah, I find that really weird. I've got 1 perfect god.
I have.
I've got 2 Perfect
4.
Guard, but look how many of these I've got and 2
They're
Perfect Guard.
doubles, mate.
I know, but it's still annoying to have to go looking for the thing.
Okay, I need to search for 1 triple, 3 triples,
Hang on, what did I just pull as a triple? I got Mikey's
big belly.
and an Ocelot, yes.
I want to point out, we still haven't got a bloody ZR.
I know, right? I think I've already pulled both of the triples in this. So.
Like,
Yeah.
someone's got half a case with 2 ZR.
Again.
Jesus.
You're so helpful, Mike. I need another milk on you. Oh.
That's...
So
I'm actually very happy with this.
there's this new rarity I hear so much about. It's called a ZR. Have you ever heard of it? Heard of it?
I've heard of it, I haven't seen it.
I don't care.
They don't exist, I swear.
2 things. 1, I don't really care about the Zoa one anyway.
I do. It's a fun thing.
And if we're planning what I think we're planning, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we don't know the ratio yet on that. There's potential it may not be 1 case.
Really?
That's what the rules are. It may not be 1 case. No one knows. It should be, but no one knows.
Okay, so I've got Playset Dam, got 1 reprint, got 2 GR, which is good. I got exactly 4 Cecilia. I got 1 perfect card. Somehow. 2 heal triggers, somehow. I've got 4 Kira, which is pretty nice, and 3 Asha. So. Better than 2. Better than 2. Yuri's got the money card.
What?
Got the money card.
That's a money card.
In SP, sure, I thought that was a money card.
That is a money card, but that's also a money card.
Oh, you got stuff.
I got a bug. I got machining in SP. I will put out on the only one who got it.
Yes, sure. There's only like 4 SPs a case.
Yeah, which means that again, someone has 3 SPs, 2 ZRs in the rest of this case.
Yeah, but to be fair, there is only 3 GRs in the heart. The rest of that, we got 6 out of 9.
I would happily replace one of Mike's GRs.
What? Well, my GR, my
For a
only
ZR.
one.
For a ZR.
Could have been worse. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm alright having 1 GR, but these perfect guards and the 3 big bellies just got shafted.
Yeah, but I've got 3 Arsha. It's better than 2.
Yeah, alright. Alright, I'll give you that. It's still annoying. I have to go
I
hunting
need
for.
1 and 2.
That's why we go to a tournament tomorrow,
And
mate.
the doubles won me up.
Fail horribly again because no one will be like, sell only sell.
The doubles always won me up as well. It's like 2 here, 1 here, 2 here.
Yeah, I know.
What? Why don't we just pull more
But
of this?
again, they're
or the
doubles.
thing?
It's not too much of a big issue in the slightest. But yeah, that's a box and stuff and opening. It's late, I'm tired.
I can't believe what I just find that hilarious.
Alright. And it blooms, so I need to have another one.
Hilarious. Okay. Well, if we have some games up, or games profiles, whatever we feel like doing up soon. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.